Leo is sitting on his bed, staring at his net worth app. It says $12,437. Leo does some math, then more math, then the dangerous kind of math. At this pace, $1 million arrives sometime around the heat death of the universe. You've heard the phrase, money makes money. The rich get richer. Leo always assumed rich people invented those phrases to be annoying because from where Leo was sitting, money wasn't making money. Money was disappearing. Quietly. So Leo started looking at people who had already made it, the six-figure savers, the millionaires, the people who seemed impossibly ahead. And he noticed something strange. Almost all of them described the same experience. The first $100,000 felt painfully slow. Then progress started speeding up. Not overnight, not magically, but noticeably. And suddenly Leo had a question. If the first $100,000 is so hard, why do so many people say the next million feels easier? That sounds ridiculous. Leo thought so too, until he looked at the numbers. The Federal Reserve tracks household wealth. The median household under 35 has a net worth of roughly $39,000. That's not a criticism, it's just reality. And it explains why the first $100,000 feels so intimidating. Most people never wake up with six figures sitting in an account. They build toward it slowly. One paycheck, one decision, one mistake at a time. Leo wanted the exciting answer, a secret investment, a hidden shortcut, a rich person cheat code. Surely there had to be one. There wasn't. Instead, he found something much less exciting and much more powerful. Before we get into what he found, subscribe and click the bell icon. Leo makes the financial mistakes, you get the lessons. So, let's continue. Leo thought wealthy people were playing a different game, different investments, different opportunities, different rules. Sometimes that's true, but often, they're getting a bigger result from the exact same outcome. Imagine three people. One has $1,000, one has $10,000, one has $100,000. All three earn the exact same 10% return. The first person gains $100. The second gains $1,000. The third gains $10,000. Same performance, different universe. Leo always thought money changed people. Turns out, money changes math. Because the biggest reason the first $100,000 is difficult isn't what most people think. People talk about wealth like it's a finish line. It's closer to a snowball. At the start, the snowball barely moves. You push, nothing happens. You push again, still nothing. You check your net worth. It increased by $47. Congratulations. You can almost afford lunch. But momentum works differently. Every skill builds on previous skills. Every client can lead to another client. Every business learns from previous mistakes. Every audience grows from previous viewers. Wealth behaves similarly, not because the rules change, because momentum changes. The first push is always the hardest. The 100th push barely feels like work. Here's where Leo got embarrassed. He spent hours comparing financial apps, hours comparing platforms, hours watching videos about tiny percentage differences. Then he realized something. He had spent 0 hours increasing his earning ability. The Bureau of Labor Statistics consistently shows that higher skills and education levels correlate with significantly higher lifetime earnings. That doesn't mean everyone needs a degree. It means earning power matters. A lot. Leo was obsessing over squeezing an extra 1%, when the bigger opportunity was increasing the amount available to save and invest. That's like trying to win a race by polishing the car instead of putting fuel in it. The people who moved fastest weren't always finding better investments. Many were simply creating more income, better careers, better businesses, better opportunities, more ownership. Here's what nobody tells you. The first $100,000 isn't valuable because of the number. It's valuable because of what it proves. It proves you learned patience. It proves you learned restraint. It proves you learned delayed gratification. It proves you learned how not to panic. And those skills matter more than the money itself. Charlie Munger once said, "The first $100,000 is a bitch, but you gotta do it." Leo appreciates financial advice that sounds slightly angry, because that's exactly what the first $100,000 feels like. Years of effort, with very little visible progress. Then suddenly things start moving. Not because you became lucky, because you've spent years building the engine. Now the engine finally has something to work with. There's a quote investors repeat for a reason. It's expensive to look rich. Leo used to think the goal was reaching $100,000. Now he sees it differently. The goal was becoming the type of person capable of reaching it. Because once you've done that, the next milestone isn't just built on money. It's built on skills, habits, experience, momentum, and those things tend to stack. So if you're nowhere near $100,000 today, good. Neither was Leo. Every person who reached it started from the same place. The difference was rarely a secret. It was simply staying in the game long enough for momentum to finally show up. And when it does, the race starts feeling very different.